Hello, fourth grade. Here is our review on reference materials. Remember that there are several kinds of reference sources. You have dictionary, thesaurus, and atlas. Remember, a thesaurus can give you synonyms, words that are the same, and antonyms, words that are the opposite of a given word. An atlas, remember, is a book of maps, and dictionaries we're going to be looking a little bit more at today. There are also encyclopedias, almanac, and a glossary, remember, is the special definitions for a certain book. So a glossary would be in the back of a particular book to help you with words specifically from that book. Remember, an almanac is a yearly, and this one I put up was National Geographic. This is a kid's almanac, and it talks about weather patterns. It talks about the time of sunrise and sunset. It talks about, if it's a farmer's almanac, when things should be planted, when the last frost dates are. It has important dates and events for every year. An encyclopedia, remember, we've talked about if you would maybe put something in Google, that would be an encyclopedia. So, and in this case, how fast can a cheetah run? That would be something maybe that an encyclopedia could help you with. So today we're going to talk more specifically about the reference source, which is a dictionary. So a dictionary entry, remember, has meanings of a word, the pronunciation or how you say a word, and the part of speech, verb, noun, adjective, or adverb. Remember, you can use a dictionary when you look up words in a dictionary. You want to use the guide words. Those are the words at the top of the page that tell you the first word and the last word on the page. In a dictionary, it's in alphabetical order. So you use the guide words and think, oh, is this word going to be on the page? Then the entry word is the base word, which means there's no prefixes, there's no suffixes, it's just the base word. Usually then followed by pronunciation and part of speech, and then it will list all the meanings of the word. Something else that you might see in a dictionary entry is the pronunciation key. Now that explains the symbols that are used to show how a word is pronounced and divided into syllables. And on this example on the page, you can see the word kick is the entry word, and then the pronunciation you see is K-I-K, because that CK makes that K sound. So that's the pronunciation. More specifically, a pronunciation key, I gave you an example here. You will also see these symbols in a dictionary entry. So you can kind of see these strange little like two dots, long lines. Some of them, again, look like happy faces. The one on the O looks like it has a little hat on. That's the pronunciation key and the word that sounds like it. Again, take a look at the upside down E. We had this in spelling a few weeks ago, if you remember it. That's the schwa sound, which means it is an unstressed vowel. Gave you a couple examples here of faith. Again, like F-E-Y-T-H, the A-A, instead of you hearing that A-I. Hope is another synonym, and then doubt would be the antonym. Second word is luminous, and the pronunciation luminous. Synonym would be brilliant, and an antonym would be dull. You may need a dictionary for the work that we're doing with the reference materials. If you don't have a physical book dictionary, these are a couple of online dictionaries. But a lot of the times, if you just type in what is the meaning of, you'll get a perfectly usable definition. We're going to be looking at 3 words over the next couple slides: belief, suspicious, and blur. First one, again, this is what a dictionary definition would look like, or a dictionary entry would look like. So you have belief, there's the entry word. You have how it's divided into syllables, belief. You have the pronunciation. You see that upside down E in this one, that schwa, unstressed sound. Then you have the definitions of belief. The definitions 1, definition 2, definition 3. I highlighted the definition because the rest of it kind of gives you sample sentences and how this word is used in a sentence. That will also often appear in a dictionary entry. So, question to go with belief. According to the dictionary entry, which syllable of belief is stressed, and how can you tell? Now, it's a little tricky, but remember we talked about it. So the answer is the second syllable is stressed. Remember the schwa, you see that upside down E is in the first syllable. And when you see that upside down E, that means that is not a stressed syllable. Here's our second word, suspicious, and this is an adjective. So you see how it's divided into syllables, and you see the pronunciation there. This one has 2 schwas in it. Okay. Definitions of suspicious, again, 3 different definitions here. And a question for you, how many syllables does the word suspicious have? And the answer there is 3. You see the dots divided up into syllables. Lastly, we have the word blur. This is used as a noun, and again, you see the pronunciation there. 2 different definitions for blur as a noun. Now, in this case, blur can also be used as a verb, and there are 4 different definitions when you use blur as a verb. So, question for you, the word blur can be used in what parts of speech? And it can be used as both a noun and a verb. So those are some of the questions that you can answer using dictionaries and dictionary entries. Big thank yous. You notice I used a lot of pictures in this one. So there's a lot of people to thank or there's a lot of websites to thank in this one, especially the Merriam-Webster dictionary website. The definitions and things came from there. All right, that is reference materials, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.